Trying to learn about money today is, first of all, a taboo subject. Who do you talk to? And then the people that have the titles you're supposed to talk to, aka financial advisors, I'm not saying all of them are bad, but they have disaligned interest with their business of how they make money. It's, I don't want to say a scam, but it's hard. The system is almost corrupted. Let me explain. Over the last couple of years, it has been my personal mission to master money, if that's such a thing. I have read dozens and dozens of books. I literally think specifically money books, probably over 30. And I've had conversations with pretty much a financial advisor in any big name or small, even small local financial advisors. I've had conversations with them about money. I've asked them the hard questions. I've even fought them, literally. One particular shocking story of working with a financial advisor, I showed him my entire portfolio. It was out of Milwaukee. He wasn't part of a big brand. He used to, but he started his own shop. After I showed everything and what my goals were, his answer to me was, here is this life insurance policy you need to spend $50,000 per year on for the next, 6-7 years. And apparently it would have given me some return that would have been favorable. So I asked him, okay, how much does this cost me? I mean, how much are you going to get paid from this, like your commission? He freaked out, like literally went from, oh, professional, I'm here to help, I will help you with your goals, to like, I can't believe you would ask me such a question. I want you to tell me any other profession or even product that you can get and not know the price of the cost. And in fact, when you ask for the cost, the person selling you the product gets angry and says, I can't tell you, or that's insane to ask. But apparently in the financial advisor world, that's kosher. That's the game. How does that make sense? How do you trust that system? The point is, the game is rigged. And the people who are supposed to be helping us are trying to make a living by making commissions. So what do? Luckily, very generous people who are sharing their knowledge that I trust have made these 3 books. The first book that I think gets all the credit to starting my excitement to want to learn about finance was Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. This book, if you get it, please don't be intimidated because it is like Harry Potter size. However, if you were to learn everything there is to know about money, you wouldn't want it to be 90 pages. Something would be wrong. But it walks you through the technical in a step-by-step formula that no matter what your experience or level is, you can dive into this book, and rest assured, if you read every single page, by the time you close it, you will know what to do, or at least have a direction of who to talk to. One of my favorite parts of the book is a conversation about how to create a portfolio that is going to be okay despite any market condition. They call it the all-weather portfolio. And the founder is Ray Dalio, who's someone I wish hopefully one day I can meet. And basically it's a portfolio that's balanced towards your goals that historically track through the entire market since the market was created. If you're not investing at all into the stock market and like index funds and ETFs, and you're afraid that you might lose your money, this is conversations I've had with people who are very successful but literally do not invest at all. The truth is you might lose money. There's going to be ups and downs, but the point is, unless you're like trying to do some type of day trading, which you should never, you want to think long term. You don't care what the market looks like today or tomorrow or even a couple months from now. You care about what it looks like when you're retirement age, 55, 59. The second best book I've ever read about money is I Will Teach You How to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Ramit Sethi's approach is kind of brass and take out all the fancy financial jargon because you won't read any of it in this book. It breaks it down for anyone. I feel like the language really is conversational. And honestly, if you're not doing anything with your finances or investing long term, you might be personally offended when you read the text. But I think sometimes in areas of our life that we're slacking or not paying attention to, we kind of need a kick in the ass. And that's what this book will give you. One of my favorite parts of the book is his power of negotiating fees. Most people, when you sign up for something and things we have to pay, like utilities, electricity, or get a mortgage, we kind of just, whatever they tell us, we say, okay, thank you. But there's actually a power of negotiating to get lower rates, lower fees, or even no fees at all. This book will basically open your eyes to the fact that you can reduce your costs of living. And that's pretty fascinating. Another big takeaway for me was, I think when you hear about how to save money and finances, a lot of people gravitate towards like, hey, well, you should stop drinking Starbucks or stop going to coffee shops because that $5 a day is $150 a month, and compound interest over time, that's $1 million. But Ramit Sethi totally has the best argument against that. Most people are looking at that $5 cost, but they're ignoring the biggest overhead and cost that anyone takes, which is their mortgage. And they look at your mortgage interest rate, even with the low rates we have now because of COVID, 3%, over the lifespan of 30 years, that's way more than a $5 coffee. In fact, that could be thousands and thousands of dollars per month compounded over time against you. And so what he says, keep drinking your coffee, but try to get rid of that debt. The third best book I ever read about money was Quit Like a Millionaire by Christy Shen. She's actually one of the first authors I've ever met in real life. One of the most amazing things about her financial approach is that she's big on trying to maximize your life and how to leverage your financial strategy to pay you an income to basically live off of it and retire super freaky fast. I think she's actually one of the thought leaders currently in the FIRE movement. If you've never heard of the FIRE movement or know what FIRE is, it stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. She's actually featured in one of the most amazing documentaries I've seen called Playing with Fire. So if you want to ignore all these books, just watch the documentary because it basically will inspire you to try to retire early. I believe she retired, her and her husband, at the age of 31. But what makes them different is they didn't settle down in a home. They continued to travel the world, visiting hundreds of countries, and it's so inspiring. One way I really relate to her and her husband is they explain in the book how in Asian culture, one of the biggest, most successful things you can do, like it's the point of success, you've made it in life, is to own a home. And I think I can say in Mexican culture, we share those same beliefs. Explaining to my dad that we were going to live in a van was quite a challenge. It took him quite a while to get over it. And I still think maybe not today, he's the biggest fan. He wants us to own a home because that means success. But I think where society is changing, traditional values are hopefully disappearing, like having a fancy car and a home. To me, that does not represent success. Owning your time does. So this book and their financial strategies, which are so amazing, are going to be centered and focused around how do you own and control back your time. No matter what level of experience you have with money, these books are great. And if you don't want to read the books, then you have to check out the documentary Playing with Fire. Money is something that people avoid, they don't want to talk about, it feels taboo, and I want to encourage the opposite because it actually is a very important tool we need to understand confidently. I promise when you do, you'll take control of your time and your life. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you are going to check out any of these books, if you've already read them. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe, because we got more awesome financial, business, and life videos coming your way. This is Adrian. Peace. God bless.